Hey guys, it's B Mosley. Thank you for tuning into my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. Today is Worth It Wednesday. I am super excited for you. Monday, we talked about discipline in our mental health, communicating and things like that. Of course, on Wednesday, we do Worth It Wednesday. We talk about why it's worth healing from the subject that we're speaking about. And then, like I said, this week we're talking about discipline. I have been, making sure that I'm implementing discipline, making sure that I'm staying ahead on things and being precise and persistent in my daily healing. So, of course, today someone is going to be asking me questions. And also, Season 2 is ending this week. I realized, I'm like, wow, Season 2 went pretty quickly. So we are in episode 12 today, I believe, and then Friday will be episode 13. You will see special guests coming in season 3. I'm super excited for that. Like I said, someone's gonna be asking me questions this week, coming Wednesday, today and Friday. So
first question. Today is Worth It Wednesday. And I heard you say you want to talk about discipline. Discipline is tricky. It's like, kind of like a code of conduct to have disobedience on me. So I said, have obedience in your life. Tell me when and how did you get started with having discipline? What was your life before you had discipline?
So my life before having discipline was basically chaotic. So it wasn't like, okay, I have a schedule. Of course, we go to work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We have discipline in doing that. But I wasn't disciplined on being productive. I wasn't disciplined in being, I was just stagnant in there. So my life was just basically like, okay, I always say in a podcast, work, sleep, eat, repeat. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't disciplined in the goals that I was setting for myself. So I'm like, okay, I want to start doing a podcast. I want to start, joining, groups with people. I want to start working out. I want to start doing all of these things. And it was just me talking. That's what it was before I had discipline. I was just talking at the time. And it was just like, what are you going to do? You understand what I'm saying? Are you going to get up, or are you going to prove to yourself that you can do it? Are you going to prove to yourself that, are you going to push yourself to that limit? I wasn't pushing myself to any limit. Like, it was no limits at all. You know how we have on the dashboard, you have your speed limits, right? I was always at 0 when it comes to being productive in my life. No school, no podcasts, no upcoming books, no upcoming conferences, no being in mentorships. It wasn't nothing. It was just basically just me living instead of just having life. You understand what I'm saying? Having life where, okay, I'm growing within myself. So I was just sitting in the things that I talk about on the podcast, like the traumas that I was experiencing, the kind of emotions. I was just sitting in those things instead of working those things out. Now, with discipline in my life at the moment, podcast that have me disciplined, because I talk to you guys Monday, Mental Health Monday, Worth It Wednesdays, and finally Free Friday. You understand what I'm saying? So it's worth putting in the work right now because someone is watching me. Someone is giving, someone is, healing and on this progress together on the road of healing. You understand what I'm saying? And then I was always starting something, but never finishing something. It was always a start and go. Or people be like, girl, you ain't gonna do that. Girl, you ain't. Okay. All right, B. That's fine. Sound good. You understand what I'm saying? So that was before. It was like bluffing at the time. Like, are you gonna keep bluffing about your healing? Are you gonna keep bluffing about your breakthroughs? Are you gonna keep bluffing about generational curses that you need to get up off you? Or are you gonna break those generational curses and move past? Are you gonna break that trauma that's holding you back at this moment in your stagnant place? Or are you going to proceed and be disciplined within yourself?
So, what was it that had you at the moment where you had to say to yourself, enough is enough, or I'm hungry, it's time to eat? Like, what was the breakthrough? What happened? What triggered your response to seek a disciplined life?
Okay. So, I think I talked about this. I was in a place, like, on my first episode, I was saying, like, I was in this emotional place where I couldn't get out. And when I finally got out, right, I was like, what are you going to do? Where are you going to be? You know, I took classes. I was taking classes, business classes, taking empowerment classes, things like that. But in a depressive state. You understand what I'm saying? So I was down at the time that I wanted to build myself up. I was down at the time where I wanted to grow, but I wasn't. You understand? So that's where I was at. It was just like, I was stuck. And then I was experiencing an emotional attachment to someone as well. So I am healing without even knowing. I'm healing, trying to break stuff from family, trying to break stuff from this relationship that I was experiencing. And then when I finally came out of that emotional space, I was like, something has to change. You know, school wasn't going well, life wasn't going well, and I was around people. This is like me around people that thinking I'm okay. You understand what I'm saying? So when the lion came out of me and looked me dead in my face and was like, what's up? Like, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? You understand what I'm saying? It's just like your hunger is stepping outside of you and like, you're going to starve or we're going to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Are you going to starve or, you looking crazy. You don't look like you nourished anything. You don't look like you eating anything. Are you going to awaken the lion inside of you? Are you going to wake up and realize, hey, this is where you need to be? Hey, I need to be in a place where growing is in. You understand what I'm saying? And you guys, also, I was in a place where, okay, I know I just got out of this place. Let me paint the picture for you. So when I got out of this place, right, I was cleaning. I had 10 loads of clothes. I had trash everywhere. I had 10 loads of clothes. I had, I didn't know who I was. I looked in the mirror. I was like scared of myself. You understand what I'm saying? It was just like, who are you and who you're going to be and where you're going to be? You understand what I'm saying? Who are you and is it going to be better for you? Who are you and is it going to be is it going to be growth for you? So at this place, I was like, I'm sick of myself and you need to push. You need to tell somebody about this. You need to show somebody about this healing. You need to show somebody that you made it out. You need to show somebody that you can be in this emotional place, but you can make it out. You can be in this place where I don't know if I can really function. I don't know where am I going. You know, it was just like I was just existing at this time and not living for myself. So that's where I was at. And then also I was at a place where, you know, like I said, the lion was just looking at me and it was tired too. Like, I'm tired of starving with you. Like, let's awaken this beast and let's get it. You understand what I'm saying? And I took that week. You understand what I'm saying? I start planning the podcast and I start planning how I'm going to heal and, you know, starting putting people in my life that was going to push me to that place.
Wow. So, how long ago did this take place and where are you right now in your process of discipline?
So, this took place in February 2021, you guys. That's when I was in an emotional place. And I got out and I'm like, okay, I'm going to drop this podcast, right? And during that time, I had to write for the podcast. I had to, of course, buy things for the podcast. I had to, you know, change the inside of me. Start going to therapy, going back to therapy, start implementing that. I had to start semi-working out, you know, before the podcast. I had to do a lot of things, you guys. I had to start, you know, taking school seriously. I had to start taking myself seriously. So that's like getting up, like I always tell you guys, I'm getting up 5 a.m. I'm praying and meditating. That's discipline. You understand what I'm saying? Even with my eyes closed. You understand what I'm saying? Or I'm just sitting up and I'm half asleep, but I'm still praying. I'm half asleep, but I'm still meditating. I'm half asleep, but I'm still just being consistent in that. Doesn't matter if I wake up at 3:30. Doesn't matter if I wake up at 4:30. Doesn't matter if I wake up at 5. I'm still meditating and praying. Eating right. Have I been eating right lately? No. But in that discipline, changing my diet, you know, changing my mind to say, go. Changing my mind to say, you know what, if you want to speak to them 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you want people to take your healing seriously, and you want to be in this process seriously, you have to implement, you have to go crazy, psycho with yourself, inside of yourself, and be like, this is it. I'm done with this. I'm moving forward, and this discipline is going to push me. I always say I can watch 28 motivational videos, right? I can be like 8 in the morning Saturday, put them on a motivational video, start working out, hearing that motivation, and I'm on fire. Like that motivational speech was perfect. Like, oh my goodness, I felt like I can be a billionaire by next year. But what you do in discipline is going to get you that billion. You understand what I'm saying? What you implement in discipline is going to get you that $1 billion, because you can be motivated, but if you're not getting up and pushing and showing up for yourself, there's nothing that is going to benefit you in the motivational state of mind. You have to be disciplined and eager.
Yeah, so what would you tell your audience for those who lack discipline, or for those who desire to have the discipline that you have? What would you advise them, or what would you say that could potentially help jog their memory or jog their mind to say, this is it, I'm ready to live a disciplined life? Any advice for your followers?
You have to have a realistic conversation with yourself. Like, you have to start asking yourself the hard questions. And that hard question was, for me, it's so simple, but the question for me that pushed me to the discipline, are you ready? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to be in a position to be ready. Like, are you ready? And the second question that I had to ask myself and be in a place where, is this going to be your life continuously? Are you going to still learning lessons that you don't have to learn? Are you still going to be learning lessons that you don't have to be in? You understand what I'm saying? So when I was changing and implementing discipline, I was still learning lessons that I should have excelled and should have got an A+ in discipline. But since I wasn't doing discipline, I had to keep learning those lessons. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're implementing, you're asking yourself, am I going to be in this place forever? Do you want to be in this place forever? And are you ready? Now, the first thing I want you guys to know, that it's not going to be an easy process. It's nothing that good is going to come to you in an easy way. Nothing is going to be easy when you're trying to change your life. You have to know that, okay, this sucks. Like, the growing sucks, but not growing sucks as well. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna keep looking at yourself like, oh, okay, am I ready to change? Am I ready and willing and able to do this? You know, I'm asking myself that every day. And am I really, really, really ready to change? Am I really, really, really ready to give this healing process a chance? Am I really, really giving myself the ability to move forward? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to be ready, you know, and you have to set schedule. You have to set and implement in your mind, I'm ready, I'm eager, I am, you know, continuously talk to yourself. I'm ready, I'm eager, I'm ready, I'm eager. And putting your left foot and right foot in places that needs to be placed. Because for me, you know, I'm doing so much with the healing process. I'm doing so much when it comes to building myself, and that frustrates me, because you understand what I'm saying, because it took years for me to even ask myself, are you ready? You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to be a place where you're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to get up today and just go. Ask yourself, are you ready? If the answer is yes, get to it. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have to know also, in this place of asking yourself worth, you have to know that you're worth the progress and worth the work. And then in discipline, you have to know that, okay, I'm worth analyzing myself. I'm worth giving myself a second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 30th chance at this life. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to know that giving yourself more is more rewarding. Giving yourself less, what rewards are you going to get? You understand what I'm saying? Ask yourself that. In the growing phase, you're going to get a lot of rewards. Small ones, big ones, gigantic ones. You understand what I'm saying? But in the losing and non-growing way, what are you getting? That's a tough question too. What are you getting and not growing? Nothing. What are you getting when you're not analyzing yourself and going through a process and giving yourself the ability to move in discipline? What are you getting? Not knowing your worth. What are you getting? Not knowing that you're willing and able to say, I'm ready. You're not getting anything when you're not in that place. So be consistent in that place, and I'm ready place. And be consistent in your scheduling, be consistent in your prayers, be consistent in your journaling, be consistent in your business goals, and your personal life goals, and your fitness goals. Be disciplined and keep telling yourself, I'm ready. And I do hope that this episode did help you guys out. Discipline and worth and knowing your worth goes hand in hand, you guys. If you have not, check out Mental Health Monday to understand the discipline. And like I said, season 2 is closing this week. This is episode 12. And I just hope that I was a light to you. See you guys later. Mwah.